Hey guys, I'm Comire, and real talk for a second. I was just looking over the other list and I don't know what we're gonna do. How are we gonna play all the amazing games that came out last year? How are we gonna play all the amazing games that come out this year? How are we gonna scream and shout about all the amazing games that come out in God knows what year? You know what? This is Start and Select. Let's focus on 2019 because it's gonna be an interesting year for video games. So here's my most anticipated picks. Crash is back. Again. Burning rubber in Aztec jungles, freezing snowfields, and dangerous laboratories, with all the well-known characters you remember, like Crash, Neocortex, Girl Crash, Big Crash, Special Needs Crash, Cocaine Paddington. It's been 20 years since the original PlayStation game, and now it's been similarly HDified like 2017's Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and being given online multiplayer. Between this and Team Sonic Racing, I think 2019 is the official year of driving with a red lunatic cosplaying as an animal no one's ever heard of before. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is being developed by Activision's Canadian studio Beenox. They've worked on a range of different games, including a few Call of Duty ports, almost every Spider-Man game between the good ones, and the Skylanders games that did to Spyro what the Rabbids did to Rayman for a while. Now, I know that may sound critical, but hey! Spyro Kart Racing 2020, anyone? So, at time of writing, I kinda know nothing about this game, but I swear it's gonna be fun. Pokemon Sun and Moon really shook up the formula, and now they've diversified so much, somewhere out there at one point in time a Japanese man asked the question, how can we make Pikachu look more messed up than a wind-up toy, but cost way less than paying Ryan Reynolds to voice a Looney Tunes Furby? By God, they did it. Since this Pokemon game's announcement in 2017, they've brought out Quest, Ultra Sun and Moon, Gold, Silver and Crystal on 3DS, Pokken Tournament DX on Switch, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and more Pokemon Go updates than your phone can be bothered to tell you about. A mix of old and new ideas for older and newer fans. Something I talk about in my Pokemon Let's Go video. Check it out when you can. Junichi Masuda reported on trying to work out a way to transfer Let's Go Pokemon to the next core game. I hope a few more things transfer over too, like having full-size Pokemon in the overworld, and wiping out half the hold items you never use, and tag teaming a 9-year-old just to watch his balls drop. Also, is it just me, but at the end of Gen 7 they just kept on tacking on extra Pokemon, like Meltan and Melmetal, Margena, Marshadow, Zeraora. I still think an Ultra Beast is an ill-advised name I call my mum before she's had her morning coffee. Pokemon's 8th generation will take the current number of Pokemon up from 809 to around 900. Yeah, that's a lot of 9-year-olds. Imagine a world where technology fought back against its creators, and you had the power to defend humanity. But because of your abilities, you're ousted from society, rejected by the people you desperately try to protect, branded as an outer. Also, the moon fell out the sky, the bad guys are at least 100 feet tall, and you're a superhuman cyborg mercenary that flies around in a giant robot. It's like the plot of Chicken Little, but with Optimus Prime instead. MMXIX Machina, or somehow Angstier Gundam Wing as I like to call it, makes you fight Megazords in a mechanized suit called an arsenal. Then you blow them up and take their weapons, just to blow up other Megazords. All to a heavy metal soundtrack like Marilyn Manson was trying to reinvent Robot Wars. Mix and match between close-range swords and long-range guns. Fight on the ground or in the air. On your own or in 4-player online co-op. Or just run around and let your drone blow up a tank. This game's really got you covered whatever the weather. And I'm loving the sort of flat yet detailed art style of the game. Supposedly the world looks like this due to the release of femto energy, which caused the AI systems to gain sentience and weaponize themselves. So in the game, one day you had a normal bog standard construction robot, and the next day it went ahead and, I don't know, gave itself a Gatling gun! Everyone is here. That was the mantra behind Masahiro Sakurai's jam-packed archive we call a fighting game, assembling every character to have ever launched a smash attack for one more round of I swear if that Jigglypuff rests me again, I'm gonna... Counting Echo Fighters, Pokemon Trainers Free Pokemon, and the Free Mii Fighters individually, there are 76 characters in Smash Ultimate, a crazy number of fighters hitherto undreamt of before now. And if that's not needlessly over the top, surely me using a Doctor Strange quote is.
If he gets his hands on all 6 stones, Tony.
He could destroy life on a scale hitherto undreamt of.
Did you seriously just say hitherto undreamt of?
And while we're mentioning Echo Fighters, is it just me who finds the categorization a bit all over the place? You know, between Echo Fighters like Daisy and Lucina, alternate costumes like Alf and the Koopalings, and upgraded former clones like Pichu and Young Link. For example, there's just as much difference between Ness and Lucas as there is Pit and Dark Pit. So why are they classed differently? When it comes to Robin, gender is just a costume change apparently, but when Mario literally changes his clothes by taking off the builder's hat to put on a lab coat, he gets a whole other character slot. Bowser Jr. changes into a totally different person when you flick through his outfits, but Samus needed a whole other Echo Fighter just for her emo twin. They have the same taste in clothes! Now, Smash Ultimate is planning 6 DLC editions throughout 2019. Smash Ultimate's first DLC fighter is a free early purchase bonus, much like Mewtwo in the Wii U and 3DS iterations. A character that literally murdered its parents and now gets to run around like nothing happened. Oh, and I made a video 3 years ago all on the Wii U and 3DS DLC fighters, so check that one out too. But if you're lucky enough to get Smash on Switch early, they'll give you a potted plant for free. A plant! Yeah! After Piranha Plant, there are 5 DLC packs, each containing a fighter, a stage, and music. The packs are available for purchase individually or as an all-inclusive Fighters Pass before actually knowing what they were going to be. And I don't know about you, but asking customers to invest in something they don't know what it is yet takes a lot of balls. It's kind of like asking someone to buy a mystery box, or watch a film character die that you know has a sequel, or giving your bank details to that Nigerian prince who definitely has that sick grandma. But the first DLC fighter is Joker, the main character of Persona 5, a high school student by day and sharply dressed mind-hopping leader of the Phantom Thieves by night. Joker targets evil adults with the aid of a persona, an array of powerful spiritual beings, ranging from a black bird inside 2 Christmas crackers, all the way to a steampunk Robocop if he was the literal devil. I bet you can't wait to see that go up against Duck Hunt Dog. I mean, I've already got so many things to get through in 2019. The only thing longer than my Amazon wishlist is the number of films Disney have coming out right now. So, before I drop the last anticipated game, well, you know what time it is. Control comes from Remedy Entertainment, the minds behind half video game, half Netflix original series Quantum Break. While that wasn't universally appreciated, I respect the effort to create a new entertainment experience and eagerly look forward to seeing what that studio can do when you take Jean Grey and stick her in the floating Pennywise dungeon. If only all life's problems could be solved by throwing office furniture at it. Devil May Cry 5 is a return to the series' stylish string of gunshots, sword slashes, and slayed spirits. There's enough dead demons in this game to make Hades himself consider getting a quote for an extension. In this one, we'll be introduced to V, Dante and Nero's latest member in the sexy Silver Hair Club. And don't worry ladies, he's an animal lover too. With a ton of weapons, cool demon killing combos, and a tasteful amount of skin, this is the game that'll make you wonder, is Bayonetta just the same thing with medieval torture devices instead of a motorbike? Mortal Kombat 11 is, somehow, even more violent than its predecessors. I mean, just look at this, and this, and that! I didn't even pixelate it, that's just my editing software, I can't bear to look at it. But I'm enjoying the costumes though, some harkening back to more iconic looks, while others are getting a fresh lick of paint. Like Raiden, for example, with the added teal and red in his design, and that shouldn't be outside! My friend Pedro is a graceful platforming shoot-'em-up, which serves as the answer to the question, what would happen if you mix a Quentin Tarantino film with Swan Lake? You play a masked man who elegantly flips, wall kicks and pirouettes through life while mowing down strangers like opening time at the Walmart Black Friday sale. Is this man a dangerous, crazed gunman with dissociative identity disorder? Or is he just a lover of ballet with an imaginary banana for a friend? Probably both. Now, there's a couple reasons why I'm really looking forward to this game. Firstly, it's being published by the legends at Devolver Digital, who themselves are very modest when it comes to gratuitous violence. But also, I'm loving the fluidity of the motion, the smoothness of acrobatic gunplay. There's an energetic flow between movement and action that's almost like a 2D Spider-Man. That, in combination with a system that is custom made for maximum beauty and bloodshed. I'm pretty sure when you shoot a frying pan, it gets holes in it. It doesn't turn into a bullet sprinkler system. The multiple massacre methods revealed so far just oozes with style. You'll be ricocheting shots to kill people around corners, sliding along zip lines or on skateboards when you've got a murder on the go, going slow-mo for that added headshot precision, and saving the gift so you can show your friends how you put enough bullets in a man to set off the metal detectors in heaven. All done under the watchful gaze of Pedro, a smiley banana that probably did to this guy whatever happened to Pyro. And that's the roundup for games coming out in 2019. If last year's list is anything to go by, 3 of them will get pushed back to 2020, 2 of them will alienate their fan base, and 1 of them might turn out to be sexist. So, this time in the Comire corner, remember when we were talking about handheld consoles? Well, commenter Smart1529 said that the Switch has more third-party games coming to it. They're not wrong. Mortal Kombat 11 and My Friend Pedro are both coming to Switch, and they've got so much blood in them it looks like you set off an explosion in the ketchup factory. So remember, if you want to feature in a future video, I want you to tell me now what games you're looking forward to and why. Let me know down below, or chuck me a tweet. And as always, I've been Comire, this has been Stardom Select. Thank you, and good night. In its 20-year history, has had more guest stars than Saturday Night Live. They've hosted Hayachi, Spawn, Link, Lloyd Irving, Yoda, Darth Vader, Starkiller, Kratos, Ezio, Geralt, and 2B. At this rate, they're one heavy drinking session away from adding Daft Punk into the mix.